Hi, my name's Caitlin, and I'm fucking hammered.
Should I do more vodka? Okay. Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I've been drinking. Welcome to the Tipsy Tapes. So today we're starting out with Haunted Appalachia. Why is this important? Let me introduce myself first. My name is Caitlin. I like cryptids and I like spooky things. I have a million cats. As you can see, there's cat hair on me. Vodka is currently burning my throat. Let's get into the rules of Appalachia. Never whistle or sing in the woods at night. You guys, if you whistle or sing in the woods at night, the little creepy spirits and the little things that follow you at night, they're gonna follow you home. It just happens. It's local lore, but it's gonna happen. Don't, when you're out in the woods, don't answer to a voice that's calling your name that you don't know. Why would you answer to that? That's a bad idea. You don't know them. Don't answer. Don't look around. Just slowly walk away. Walk in the opposite direction. Literally, don't run, but walk in the opposite direction until you get to your car. Or to any car, really. Just another person that's real. Yeah. Don't hike at night. Yeah, don't hike at night. Also just a general rule of thumb when you're out in the woods, just don't leave any trace of yourself because wildlife, like respect the earth, respect everything. So don't leave a trace. I'm also reading from a paper because I'm a couple shots in of vodka. Should we do another one? Probably. It doesn't get better. Oh, it burns. I'm gonna chase it down with some more vodka. So good. This is so good. You guys. Oh, vodka. Oh. When you live in Appalachia, close your blinds at night. Actually, as like a general rule of thumb, I think you should always close your blinds at night because what if there's like creepers in your neighborhood and they're trying to like peek into your blinds, or like serial killers, or like flesh pedestrians? They're watching you. They're always watching you. Be careful. Don't wear red. Don't wear red when you're hiking. I don't know why. I have generally no reason or answer to this. Just the majority of people that go missing when they're hiking in the woods, they're always wearing red. That's what they're last seen wearing. I don't know. So just like don't wear it because safety. Oh, okay. Number one rule in Appalachia, especially when you're hiking, if you heard something, no, you didn't. If you saw something, no, you didn't. Just walk away. It's not that important. There's a lot of creepy shit out here. You don't want to be involved in that. Just walk away. You didn't hear it, you didn't see it, not your problem. Great. Now, we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty here. Here's some Appalachian cryptids. Also, I used to say Appalachia, and then I moved to Tennessee, and everyone says Appalachia, and apparently that's like the correct way to say it. I don't know why I did air quotes. Apparently that's the correct way to say it. So for the people who don't know, it's Appalachia. Appalachian cryptids in Tennessee, where I currently reside. Not deer. I think that explains itself. It's a deer that looks wrong. It's a not deer. Bigfoot? Bigfoot. I think we all know Bigfoot. No need to explain. Raven mocker. They steal your soul. Like they steal your very essence in the middle of the night. Don't let them in your house, right? Yeah, that's not how that works. Anyway, the wampus cat. Honey, what's a wampus cat?
They're kind of boring. Don't worry about them.
Okay. According to husband, they're boring. Don't worry about them. You're a wampus cat. Womp.
Really just a mountain lion.
It's a mountain lion, but it's slightly bigger.
It's not really that interesting. Some guy saw a mountain lion out there and was like,
And he said, that's a fucking wampus cat.
Yeah, I guess we'll
It's
call
fucking
it
womping
wampus,
around
yeah.
in my cat-like suit. Wampus. Wampus cat. He's a wampus cat. Wampus cat. The goat man. Ah, yes. Half man, half goat. Probably a demon. Probably should stay clear. Don't go near the goat man. If your fucking dumbass sees a half goat, half man, what are you gonna do? Walk the other way. Did you see something? No, you didn't. Walk the other way. Great. Now that we've covered that, I really don't even need these papers. My favorite thing to cover, the Skinwalker. That's great. What is a Skinwalker, you might ask? Great. I wrote down some Native American terminology. I thought I put what's the pronunciation there? I didn't do that. Here we go. We're gonna try to pronounce it anyway. So anybody who is of Navajo culture descent, I apologize for the words I'm about to butcher. I should have put a pronunciation there, and I did not, and I'm going to try my best. And I've also had I'm how many shots deep into vodka right now? Skinwalkers. Skinwalker. And you're not actually supposed to say that word. You're supposed to say something like flesh pedestrians or like meat suit wearing fuck nuggets. I don't know. If you keep saying the name, it invokes them, which is terrifying. You don't want that. Have you ever seen one? No, I mean, no, you haven't. But like, hypothetically, have you ever seen one? Disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna try. They're known as the Yi Nadalushi. Yi Nadalushi. Yi Nadalushi. Wrote it down. I wrote it down correctly. Not sure how to pronounce it. Very much apologize for that. And that word means it goes on all fours. Creepy as fuck, you guys. You ever see Skinwalker like fucking crawling around on the ground like? Me neither. But if you did, you'd be fucking terrified. So the practitioners of witchery in the Navajo culture are people who have received supernatural power by breaking a cultural taboo. Upon initiation, and this is the people with the witchery, the practitioners of witchery. This is their name. Oh, I did write a pronunciation. Oh, okay. Okay, I wrote a pronunciation for this one. This one is the Antiinhi. Antiinhi. They are practitioners of witchery in the Navajo culture. Oh, okay. Here's a special thing to know about the Antiinhi. Men and women can both become one. It's most commonly that a man becomes one, and it is generally thought that only a childless woman can become a practitioner of witchery. So not every witch is a skinwalker, but every skinwalker is a witch. Do you get what I'm saying? Pause for you. Think about it. Not every witch is a skinwalker, but every skinwalker is a witch. Mind-blowing, I know. So basically, if you want a skinwalker, become a witch and then do some fucked up shit, and then you can have one, and then you can like destroy people's lives. It's that easy, you guys. You're welcome. Here it is. Here's the word for the highest level of pure evil that these practitioners of witchery have achieved. It is Kuzyati. It means pure evil. These practitioners of witchery who have skinwalkers who have achieved pure evil. I'm gonna just straight up tell you, they do some fucked up shit. They like kill their sisters, or they like fuck their mom. Like they do some weird shit. Anyway, oh, also, what's that word? Necrophilia. That's how they get their supernatural powers. It's disgusting. Yeah. I mean, unless you're a Kennedy, right? Because I think they're cousins. And then I guess it's fine. The Kennedys, were they cousins? The president, wasn't he like married to his cousin or something?
To Jackie Onassis?
No. Who was the president with the cousin? that he married?
I don't know.
Anyway, you perform one of those acts, and you are Ecclesiati. Do you like my straw? It has a lid. Straw lid, Ecclesiati. Okay. Oh my god. I okay, anyway, Ecclesiati. I had a whole thing that I was gonna tell you guys. I don't fucking care anymore. Dang, oh my god. Ecclesiati, blah 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 blah, destroy humanity. Oh, okay. The most important thing, the description of the Skinwalker. This is very important. Okay. Skinwalkers are they're frequently associated with predatory creatures. Frequently associated with predatory creatures. Coyotes, wolves, foxes, owls. I have never heard of a skinwalker being an owl. I've seen like videos of like skinwalkers being like puppy dogs, but not an owl. That's or a bear. Okay, whatever. This is what it says. This is what we're reading. Oh, very important. They are known to imitate animal sounds or human sounds. But something's like not quite right about it. And like when you see one, like they're most commonly, this is the crazy thing, because I don't know why people say they most commonly like look like predators, because they most commonly look like deer that aren't right. And they're not the not deer. They're like dogs, and they're like deer, and there's something not right about them, and they look human in the fucking eyes, and like something about their limbs are just a little bit too long, and their bodies are just a little bit too awkward. Something about them, when you look at these animals, you go, that's an animal. Hello? You go, that's an animal, but it's not right. That's when you know it's a fucking skinwalker, because it's an animal, but it's not right. If I could draw you one, I would draw you one. Just look it up. It's creepy as fuck, okay? Great. Now I have some stories from Reddit, because who doesn't love a Reddit story? Okay. This is, well, shit, you guys. I am not giving credit where credit is due, because I did not write down who these stories are from. But thank you for your stories, creepy Reddit people. This is a story, and I remember it was from a male, because his name was. I mean, it could have been a female, but his name was very like male. Does that make sense? I had a lot of vodka. Yeah. I was about 11 years old, and it was past midnight. 12:30 a.m. to be exact. That's like fucking lame. That's like 30 minutes past. Anyway, my parents were asleep, but my cousin, who was 18 at the time, was still up. I had to take the trash out, so I brought my dog Barry with me. He was mostly black with a few white spots, always alert and always by my side. The trash can was only a 30-second walk from my front door. I tossed the bag in, turned around, and called for Barry, but there was nothing. No footsteps, no tags jiggling, just silence. I turned my flashlight on. Okay, well, he didn't say turn my flash on. He just said I turned my flashlight. Lame. And looked around. He wasn't there. Confused, I started walking back towards the house. I turned my head. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're at the bag. Anyway, this kid tosses his bag in the trash can, and then he doesn't hear like any footsteps or any jingling. There's just Silence. So he turns his flashlight on. He's looking around and he's like, where is my dog? I can't find my dog anywhere. So he's calling for Barry and he's like, Barry, where are you? Where are you? And this thing that was behind him slowly creeps up and it's breathing heavily. And he's like, is that my dog? So he turns around and he doesn't see anything, but he hears this heavy breathing and these heavy footsteps. And he's like, oh my God, Barry, where are you? Something is out here. So he starts bolting to his front door. Again, he said it was a 30-second walk to his trash can. He starts bolting towards his front door. 30 seconds. It should take him like, what, 15 seconds to get to his front door? He's freaking the fuck out. He's like, where is my dog? What is behind me? In the meantime, this thing is just like almost breathing down his neck. It is footsteps behind him. He can hear it. It is in his ear and it is panting. It is heavy and it is growling and it is making these ungodly noises all in the span of like, what, 20 to 15 seconds as he's running to the front door. So he gets inside his front door, he closes it and he locks it and he's like, oh my God, Barry, my dog, Barry. I have to go outside and get my dog, Barry. So he's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to go get Barry. So he goes to unlock the front door again. And just as he goes to unlock the front door, Barry comes from the living room, wagging his tail, wondering what his owner is doing. Why was Barry in the house the entire time? And what followed this guy outside? Was it a skinwalker? I don't know. It's a great question. I should drink on that. And that's why we drink. We gotta make sure there's no labels here. Delicious. This guy says he was a skeptic. And again, it could be a male or female who wrote this story. I actually don't know. I just gave everything a guy pronoun because in my heart, I just feel like everything, like even animals, I'm like, no, that's a boy. You know what I mean? Like they're just boys. Yeah. So the Barry story is kind of crazy. This next story, this guy's always been a skeptic. Ghosts, alien monsters, they were just stories to him. But after he experienced in the Southwest what he experienced, his perception, perspective. Are perception and perspective the same thing?
No. So perception would be like how you notice something.
Yeah.
And then perspective would be like your point of view.
Okay. So his did I say perceptive? Perception. His perceptive changed. If he didn't believe something, but now he does, his perceptive changed.
His perspective.
His
perception.
Wait.
So he noticed something.
Perception.
His perspective changed.
His perspective.
I think you are pretty. That is my perspective.
Thank you. Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. His perspective changed. His perspective changed. Okay. He was on a road trip with his friend Jake. He had decided to take a detour through the Navajo reservation and I remember this story. Okay, this is a good one actually. We decided to take a detour through the Navajo reservation in Arizona, mainly because of the scenic beauty and the rich history of the area. We had heard tales of skinwalkers, but we had laughed them off. They were just myths, right? He doesn't know what he's getting into. Okay. I would have told this anyway. On our first day on the reservation, it was uneventful. We visited a few local spots, interacted with some of the locals, and set up camp near a canyon. As night fell, we sat around our campfire, sharing stories and enjoying the serenity of the desert. Around midnight, Jake decided to turn in. I stayed up, mesmerized by the stars. I hope this fucking dude was not outside. Was he outside? Oh my god. The Milky Way stretched across the sky, and I felt a profound sense of peace. That is, until I heard it. A low, guttural growl echoed through the canyon. I froze, thinking it might be a coyote or a mountain lion, but then I heard a voice. It was distorted, as if someone was speaking through a oh my god, this is a fucking Skinwalker. It was distorted, as if someone was speaking through a broken radio, but it was unmistakably Jake's voice. Come here, it beckoned. Come here. Confused, I turned to our tent. Jake was asleep. The voice called out again, this time from the opposite side. I grabbed a flashlight and shone it towards the source. What I saw will forever haunt me. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's on a Navajo reservation and he doesn't know about Skinwalker. Oh my god. Anyway, trust the locals. I'm just gonna say it point blank period. Always trust the locals, y'all. Trust the fucking locals. They know. You don't know. You haven't been there your whole life. They fucking know. Anyway, I rest my case. This figure he saw. It looked like a man, but its limbs were elongated and its eyes glowed a sickly yellow. It wore tattered clothing and its skin was molted gray. But the most disturbing part was its face. It wore my friend Jake's face. Its skin was falling off. I stumbled back, my heart racing. The creature mimicked Jake's voice again. Come here. It took a step towards me. It's moving. No, okay. Its movements jerky and unnatural. I bolted to the tent, shaking Jake awake. We need to go now, I hissed. He looked at me confused, but the urgency in my voice spurred him into action. We packed up as quickly as we could, the creature's voice echoing around us, mimicking our voices, our laughter, our conversations from earlier. As we sped away in our car, I glanced in the rearview mirror. The creature stood in the middle of the road watching us, its yellow eyes glowing in the distance. We didn't stop driving until we reached the nearest town. We checked into a motel, and I spent the night researching Skinwalkers. The legend said that the witches who could take the form of animals or people were using their voices to lure victims. I don't know what we encountered that night, but I do know one thing. The stories are real. The Southwest is beautiful, but it holds secrets that are beyond comprehension, and I have never set foot on a Navajo reservation. Again. To all of you reading this, please be careful with your verbal. Okay, doesn't matter. He literally gives a warning at the end. He was like, oh my god, please be careful, because when you go onto the Navajo reservation, you never know what you're going to find. Fucking duh, dude. Like, you went and you camped out in the middle of a Navajo reservation and you were like, Skinwalkers aren't real. Give me a fucking break. Trust the locals. Again, trust the locals. You go somewhere that you've never been before and they have lore on things that you've never heard of before. Trust them, please, for the love of God. Trust them, because they are always right. That's it. That's all I have to say. I actually have so much more to say. Skinwalkers. Again, I shouldn't be saying that. Flesh pedestrians. Disgusting. Did you know that when you encounter a flesh pedestrian, when you encounter a flesh pedestrian, they, like when they mimic animals, they will keep up with the speed of your car. Do you know the amount of stories that I have heard of people encountering flesh pedestrians, especially on Native American reservations, where they keep up with the speed of their car, and it can be as simple as a deer, and it keeps up with the speed of their car. It's unnatural. Their car is going 85 miles an hour. The deer, neck and neck. They look over, they see this fucking deer that just doesn't look quite right. When is this terrifying thing going to end? They're driving through the reservation. They finally cross the boundary where they're off the reservation, and this fucking deer that's not a deer creature, it's a flesh pedestrian, as soon as they cross the boundary, stops. It stops. Why? What is their power limited to? Is their power everywhere, or is it limited to a certain circumference, if you will? A certain distance away from their witchy, creepy powers? I think if I was a flesh pedestrian, or I guess because you're not like, you're the Ecclesiati, so you're like the highest form of pure evil. So I think if I were one, I'd want to choose something like super fucking creepy. What's the creepiest thing I could think of? I think, you know what I would think? What if I was a flesh pedestrian who was a bunny? Hear me out. I'm a bunny. I'm just a bunny. I get into the local pet shop. Someone takes me home. I'm a bunny, but I don't quite look like a bunny. I'm a little, oh God, I'm describing my cat. I'm describing my fucking cat. This is what I just described. This is Bucket. He is a cat, but he's not a cat. He's a rat. Look at his tail. Look at that. Look at that tail. Look at my little fatty. He's so sweet and I love him to pieces. If I didn't know any better, this guy could be a fucking skinwalker living among me. He's too sweet though. He loves attention. It doesn't matter. My point is, he looks like a cat, but he's a little bit off. But he's such a good boy. He's a rat cat. He's a possum cat. I have hiccups. He's a possum cat. He's just a little bit off. Even his mannerisms aren't very cat-like. He's not quite a cat. A serious conversation. Look at me, please. Are you a skinwalker? Please look at me. Are you a skinwalker? He doesn't like my conversation we're having. He's very, very pissed off at it. But he looks like a possum or a rat or a field mouse or something. It's very odd. Anyway, if I was a skinwalker, I would be a domesticated animal that just looked a little off and had a slight bit of knowledge behind the eyes. And then I would devour people's souls at night. And then I would move on to the next family. It's genius. It's pure genius. Anyway, I thought I would end this episode with cookie dough. It's good for the soul. I hope you enjoyed my episode of Tipsy Tapes. In the comments, let me know what you want to hear about next episode. Of course, I have my favorite cryptid, Mothman. It's amazing, but he can always wait. I want to hear from you what you want to listen to and watch next. If you're in Appalachia and you're hiking, if you saw something, no you didn't. If you heard something, no you didn't. Walk to your car at a normal pace. You did not see anything, you did not hear anything. You don't whistle in the woods, and you don't wear red. End of story. And if you encounter a skinwalker, you better run as fast as you fucking can, because they're gonna steal your fucking soul if you don't.